Yeah, in this lesson, we'll be working on Access Chapter 2B. In Lesson 2A, we took a look at designing queries. In 2B, we'll be jumping more heavily into it. In this lesson, like the last lesson, we're going to start by opening a database. So let's go to Open All Other Files. Let's go to Computer, and let's go to Search, Browse. We're going to go to the location of the files that you pulled down for this lesson. And let's go to Chapter 2. The name of the file will be A02B, Athletes Scholarships. We're going to hit Open, and then we're going to go save it. So it's going to File, Save As, Save Database As, hit Save As, and we're going to choose the location where we want to save them. I have mine under Homework, and under Chapter 2. And we're going to go ahead and get rid of the A and the 0 in the beginning. We'll type in our first name, our last name, and our first name. And let's go ahead and hit save. Well, there's also a 1 here. We get rid of that too as well. And hit save. Okay, then we'll go ahead and enable content. This lesson, we're going to start off by importing an Excel spreadsheet. So let's go to External Data. Let's go to Excel. And we're going to choose Import Source Data into a new table in the current database. We're going to browse to where we pulled those files down earlier. And we're going to grab the 2B Athletes table, and we're going to hit Open, hit OK. We're going to hit Next here. We're going to go ahead and make sure we check the box. This column row contains headings, and we're going to hit Next, and we're going to hit Next. We're going to choose our own primary key, which is the first one. We're going to hit Next, and we're going to call this one 2B Athletes. And we're going to hit Finish and close. Okay, let's go ahead and open this table. Go ahead and close this, and let's go to the design view. We want to change this to short text. We want to change this to short text as well. We also want to change the settings, the parameters in a couple of the fields. Let's go change postal code to 5 characters. Let's change state. Oh, sorry, 5. Change this to 2. All right. And then let's go ahead and save. It's going to ask us, are you sure? And let's change the view here, and let's go ahead and select this and auto fit all the columns, and save and close. Okay, let's go back to our database tools. We're going to create a relationship like we did over in 2A. So let's go to Relationships. Let's select both tables. We're going to close this, and let's go ahead and expand this. Go ahead and turn the page. I'm going to move this over here, and we're going to create a relationship between student ID and student ID. We're going to check this box as well as these 2 boxes, and we're going to hit Create. As you can see, it says it's a one-to-many, and we have a one-to-many. All right. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and close. Yes, we are. We're going to save it. All right, page 591, specifying numeric criteria in a query. Let's go to the Create tab, and let's go to Query Design. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use the scholarships awarded table, and let's go ahead and close that, and let's use the following fields. We're going to use sport scholarships awarded in amount. Sorry, sport scholarship name and amount. We're going to sort scholarship name ascending. Under amount, we're going to type the number 300, and then we're going to run. And you can see that we gives us all scholarships under the amount of $300. Okay. All right. Page 592, using comparison operators. Okay. Go ahead and hit View. All right. This time we're going to change this so it's all scholarships greater than 300, as you can see there. And let's go ahead and run it. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and change to all scholarships less than 300. and we're going to run it. Okay. Finally, let's go ahead and change it to all scholarships greater than or equal to 300 and run it. And let's go ahead and save this as 2B $300 or more query. And let's go ahead and close that. All right. All right, the next lesson, probably lesson 592, we'll be using the between and comparison operators. Okay, I mentioned operators in the last lesson. These are more operators. So let's go ahead and go to create. Let's go to query design. We're going to again use the scholarships awarded table. Okay, let's go ahead and close this. Let's go ahead and oh, I'm sorry. I'm mistaken. Let's go ahead and grab our original. Nope. Original what we have here. Let's copy and let's paste. We're going to call this one last name, first name to be awards May, June query, and hit OK. Okay, and let's go ahead and open this in design view. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get rid of the criteria for amount. We're going to add award date. Okay, and under award date, the criteria, we're going to type in the words between 5/1/18 and 6/30/18. Now the between and the and are what's called comparison operators. Okay, let's go ahead and let's run that. You can see it gives us all of these between these dates. Okay, and that's the between and the and are what's called comparison operators. All right, let's go ahead and save that. And just for the review, we'll go back and look at the way what this is here. Okay, you can see the comparison operators there. All right, let's go ahead and close that. And let's turn over to page 594. We're going to be using the and criteria. Let's go ahead and create a new query. So create query design. Let's use the scholarship awarded table. We're going to use scholarship name, sport, and amount. Okay, and under amount, we're going to put in greater than 500. Under sport, we're going to put football. Okay, so it's two different things. Football, it'll be searching for everything that's football and greater than 500. When we run that, it gives us these. It gives us these two criteria. Okay, these two. Okay, so let's go ahead and save this as 2B football and 500 and over. I'll say over 500 query. And hit OK. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and close that. Page 595, using the OR criteria in a query. So let's go back to create. Let's go to query design. Okay. We're going to again use the scholarship awarded table. Close that. We'll be using the following fields: scholarship name, sport, amount, and award date. Scholarship name, sport, amount, and award date. All right. For sport, I'm going to type in golf. Okay, and run. Okay, so we have all the ones that are golf. Design view. Okay. Next time we're going to type in volleyball, golf, or volleyball. And for amounts, we're going to type in greater than 200. Okay, and so we have golf or volleyball greater than 200. We're going to run and we see we get 2. Now, for those of you guys who are looking at the or over here, you could put golf or volleyball here. But if you wanted both of them to have the criteria of over 200, you have to put it in both places. So you could put or here. You can actually put as many criteria as you like here. But if you want to have both of them that are greater than 200, you have to put greater than 200 both here and here. Okay. So let's go ahead and run this. Let's go ahead and save this as 2B volleyball or golf and over 200 query, and hit OK. All right, next lesson we'll be looking at how to create a query with more than one table. So let's go back to create, let's go to design, and let's go ahead and select both tables. Okay, you can see that the relationship is shown. So if you don't have that done, you should go back and look at your relationships and see what you did wrong. Okay, from the athletes field, we're going to select last name, first name, college email, and home phone. From the scholarship awards, we're going to select scholarship name, sport, and amount. On the criteria for sport, we're going to type tennis or swimming. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to run that. Okay, and you can see that this gives us the field. Let's go to File. Let's go to Print Preview. Okay, we can do this at Landscape. We can change the margins. Okay, let's go ahead and let's expand that. All right, and that's how you would create a table with more than one, a query with more than one table. All right, let's go ahead and save this as 2B tennis or swimming query, and hit OK. All right. Moving along. Page 598, using the wildcard in a query. Okay, what a wildcard is, it gives you the ability to search for specific items, which the lesson will show you. Let's go ahead and do a new query. Say create. We're going to go ahead and use both tables again. So query design. We're going to use, again, the athletes and the scholarship awarded table. From athletes, we're going to choose last name and first name. From the scholarship awarded, we're going to select awarding organization. All right. Under criteria, the first thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at all awarding organizations that begin with the word Rotary. So we'll type in Rotary, and we're going to hit asterisk, and then we'll run. These are all of the awarding organizations that begin with the word Rotary. Okay. The next we're going to look at is we're going to look at all of the organizations that end with the words country club. So asterisk, country club. Okay, everything that ends with country club. And then we're going to run it. You can see that we have all of the ones that end with country club. Finally, we're going to find we're going to search for all organizations that have the word foundation. So it'd be asterisk, foundation, asterisk, and then we will run it. So we have all of the different organizations that have the word foundation anywhere in the name. Okay, so that's how you would do it. See, begins with Rotary, ends with country club, has the word foundation. Good. Let's go ahead and save that as 2B wild card query, and then we're going to save it. Okay. All right. Page 599. Okay. In this lesson, if you look at the description at the beginning of the section, it tells you what you're doing is we're creating the school has decided to match all scholarships by 50%, 50% donation. So we're going to actually create a field that calculates that for us. So let's go ahead and start a create, and let's do query design again. We're going to use, let's see what table fields we're going to use. We're going to use the scholarship awarded table, and we're going to use the following fields: scholarship ID, scholarship name, and amount. We're going to I'm sorry, it's not scholarship ID, it's student ID, which will move to the front. Student ID, scholarship name, and amount. Okay, in the field next to amount, I want you to right click up here and select the word zoom. Okay, and in this field, we're going to type in alumni donation, and then we're going to put in a colon. Everything from the colon to the left of the colon is the name of the field. Everything to the right of the colon will be the actual calculated field. In brackets, we're going to type in amount, close bracket, times, which is the asterisk, 0.5. We'll hit OK, and then we're going to run it. You should see this is basically half what the donation is over here. Okay, let's go back to view. We're going to add one more field over here on the right hand side. We're going to zoom. All this does is zoom out, by the way. It just takes this field and makes it larger. And we're going to type in here total scholarship colon, and it's going to be bracket amount close bracket plus alumni donation close bracket. So again, we have the total scholarship. This is the name of the heading, amount plus alumni donation. We hit OK, and we run it, and you can see that we have. All right, now if you're looking at this, you might notice that these two are both in currency, and this one is not. So what we're going to do is we're going to click over back to the view, and we're going to go over here and select the property sheet. Okay. And from the property sheet, we're going to click on the amount alumni donation field. We're going to check the format as currency, and we're going to change the decimal places to 0. We're also going to select the total scholarship and change the decimal places to 0 again. Close this and then run it, and you can see that we have the fields are correct now. All right, let's go ahead and save this as to be alumni. Oh, trying to spell alumni donations query, and hit OK. Of course, you probably should adjust this the width, of course, and save it again. Okay. Page 602, using minimum, maximum, average, and sum functions in a query. Let's go start a new query again, create a query design. We're going to use the scholarship awarded, and we're going to choose amount. Okay, we're going to choose one field. We're going to choose the amount field. Okay. This time we're going to choose, if you click see up here, we're going to look at the totals option, which should open a new field here. And we're going to group it. If you drop this down, you'll see there's a number of different options. Sum, average, let's just look at a couple of these. Average, all right. Minimum, let's go min. Okay. Sum, or I'll say max first. And finally, the sum. Okay. And that's how you would use that function. All right. All right. If you turn over to page 604, we're going to add, let's go back to here, and we're going to add another field. We're going to add the student ID field. And then we're going to drag this guy over here. All right. This time when we run it, it'll give us the student ID that actually gets the most of the scholarships. Okay. you wanted to sort, you could sort this ascending if you wanted to. All right. Now this time let's get rid of this, and let's add sport. And let's drag this guy over here. Now let's run it and see which sport gets the most in donations. Basketball. Basketball gets the most. Okay. Let's go ahead and save that as 2B total. 2B total by sport query. Oh. And hit OK. Okay, and that's all right. The next thing we'll look at is we'll look at Crosstab Query, which explaining what a Crosstab Query is. Basically, it's a query that almost looks like a spreadsheet with rows and headings. You'll get a better idea what it looks like when we're done. Let's go ahead and up to Create. Let's go to Query Wizard. This time we're going to choose Crosstab Query Wizard, and we're going to hit OK. Okay. We're going to choose the Scholarship Awarded table, and we're going to hit Next. Okay. Under Available Fields, the first thing we're going to choose is we're going to choose Sport. Okay. And then we're going to hit Next. And then we're going to choose Team. And we're going to hit Next. And under Amount, we're going to go ahead and select Sum. Alright, and we're going to hit Next. It asks us to name it. We're going to call this 2B Sport and Team Cross Tab Query. And we're going to hit Finish. And you can see what we have here, the way it works. Okay, and that's a Crosstab query. It gives us basically sport. You can see the total amounts. Okay, and that's how that works. All right, and that's the Crosstab query. All right, the final query of the night is what's called creating a parameter query with one criteria. What this will do, this gives us the ability to search. Okay, we're going to create a query where we can, as we go, we can search. So let's go back to query, hit Query Design. We're going to choose the athletes table this time, and we're going to close that. We're going to go ahead and expand this, and we're going to add the last name, first name, address, city, state, and postal code. Okay. We're going to sort last name ascending. And under city, we're going to put in brackets, enter a city, and we're going to close it. All right. Now, when we run the query, it's going to ask us a question. Enter a city. So let's put in Austin. And let's hit OK. And now it gives us all of the queries. So basically, that's entering a parameter in a query. Okay. And that's how you would create a parameter query. Let's go ahead and let's go back to here, and let's run it again. This time we're going to type in Round Rock, and we're going to hit OK. Okay, and let's go ahead and save this as 2B City Parameter Query. Okay. All right. And that brings us to the end of